Fire Gods Delta Federal Secretariat. Northern traders threaten to cut off food supply nationwide. And on business, NLNG firms sign deals to deliver 1.1 tons of gas yearly to domestic market.
And in sports, Cameroon hold Nigeria in international friendly.
Details of these and more after this break. I am Charles Oporum. In detail, members of the House of Representatives have resolved to invite the Minister of Culture and Information, Lai Mohammed, in a bid to investigate the legality of the Twitter ban by the federal government. The decision was reached on Tuesday during plenary. The Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajabiamila, in his speech directed the House Committees on Justice, Commerce and Information to investigate the process that led to the suspension of the micro-blogging sites.
It is in service of our obligations under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and our moral duty to the Nigerian people that the leadership of the House has mandated from today the House Committees on Communication, Justice, Information and Culture and National Security and Intelligence to immediately commence an investigation to determine 1. The circumstances of the decision by the federal government of Nigeria to ban the operations of Twitter in Nigeria, and 2. The legal authority for the ban on the operations of Twitter in Nigeria. The committees are additionally mandated to invite the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, to brief the House of Representatives on the objectives, intent, and duration of the suspension of Twitter in Nigeria, and to report to the House within 10 days.
While the deliberation was ongoing, the People's Democratic Party lawmakers walked out after its caucus leader, Kingsley Chinda, was ruled out of order by the Speaker amid the rowdy session. Chinda had prayed the House to urge the federal government to suspend the ban while the House investigation is ongoing, as directed by the Speaker.
We should urge the executive arm in the interim, I use the word urge the executive arm in the interim to reverse this order pending the outcome of our interaction with the executive arm.
Thank you, Honorable Chinda.
Yes, sir.
Let me very quickly, so that we can move along, refer you to Order 9, Rule 1, Sub-Rule 6 of our rules. It shall be out of order to attempt to reconsider any specific question upon which the House has come to a conclusion during the current session. You're ruled out of order.
Mr. Speaker,
please, Chinda, please be guided.
Please know how to come back. Mr. Speaker, in the circumstance, for PDP members, we have agreed with
the next order of the day.
Please, Chinda, please, you are a ranking member.
Is the first reading.
And if the Attorney General wants to...
These comes after the federal government of Nigeria had last week announced the indefinite suspension of Twitter in the country. The House of Representatives on Tuesday passed for second reading a bill seeking to deregister political parties without at least a seat in any state House of Assembly. Titled A Bill for an Act to Alter the Provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 to strengthen political party structures in Nigeria and for related matters, it is sponsored by Honorable Oberuakbefe Anthony Afe, leading the debate on the general principle of the bill at the plenary. Afe said the bill, when passed into law, will help to regulate political parties in the context of elections. He said that if a political party did not win a seat in the State House of Assembly, such a party should be deregistered. But in his contribution, Honorable Nkem Abonta, PDP Abia, rejected the claims favoring the need to respect the freedom of association. He said it would be unconstitutional to exclude any party from political participation. Some staff of the National Assembly are demanding the payment of 3 years' salary and the immediate resumption of work within 7 days. The workers were employed in the National Assembly service in 2018. They stated their demands during a protest on Tuesday at the National Assembly, saying they have waited patiently for 3 years to resume, done almost 75% of the necessary documentations as government workers, and have been screened, but to no avail. The protesting workers are also demanding the payment of 3 years' salary benefits and allowances, as well as full implementation of the National Assembly Service Commission Ad Hoc Committee report on 2018 recruitment. The Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development says no fewer than 550,000 out of the 1.8 million Batch C applicants have been selected for the final stage of NPAR. Hajia Sadia Umar Farouk, the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, made this known at a press briefing on Tuesday in Abuja. Farouk said on the March 11th, the ministry launched the National Social Investment Management System for the Batch C applicants. She said the applicants were requested to update their personal information and subsequently take an online test via the system portal. The section of the National Youth Service Corps in the Federal Secretariat, Asaba, the Delta State capital, on Tuesday, was engulfed by fire, leaving one of the firefighters in critical condition as he was said to have fallen from the second floor. It was gathered that the fire, which raged down the NYSC section of the Secretariat around 7 a.m., caused panic among the workers who ran for safety. The Delta State Coordinator, NYSC, Olutayo Samuel, said everything in their section was completely destroyed. She said nobody can ascertain what exactly caused the fire. The Nigeria Immigration Service has announced the reopening of the passport application and payment portal effective this Tuesday. But this was contained in a statement released by the Service Public Relations Officer, Amos Obu. The statement also said with the reopening of the portal comes a new passport application under which payments for passport services will be made through the service website, and applicants are expected to visit the portal to apply and upload their support documents for vetting and processing. Passport applicants were advised to avoid patronizing touts, as the process has been made seamless for effective and efficient service delivery. The passport portal was closed following the directive of the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, on the 17th of May 2021 to afford the service the opportunity to clear the growing backlog of applications. The Federal Road Safety Corps has advised federal and state governments to map out bicycle lanes in future road constructions. The Corps said it would reduce the huge cost associated with other means of transportation, traffic crashes and man-hours loss, among other advantages. The FRSC Kwara Sector Commander, Corps Commander Jonathan Owadi, gave the advice on Tuesday. According to him, the first week of June every year had been set aside by the United Nations General Assembly to celebrate and create awareness on the advantages of non-motorized means of transportation. He listed other advantages of using a bicycle as a means of transportation: improvement of mental ability, elimination of traffic gridlock in urban areas, and reduction of gas emissions, which pose a great danger to climate change. The Amalgamated Union of Foodstuff and Cattle Dealers in Nigeria has threatened to resume its strike and cut off food supply nationwide to protest failure of the federal government to pay the 4.75 billion naira compensation agreed with them. The Northern traders gave the government a 3-week ultimatum to implement the signed agreement that led to the calling off of their strike in March this year. The union alleged its members were still being extorted by security agencies and harassed in the south. The Northern traders had blocked food supply to the south to demand the payment of 4.75 billion naira compensation for the lives of members and properties lost during the NSAS protest and the Shasha market chaos. Addressing reporters on Tuesday after an emergency meeting in Abuja, President of the union, Comrade Muhammad Tahir, said 3 months after the union suspended the strike, the government was yet to meet their demands. He said at the expiration of the 3 weeks ultimatum, the traders will ensure a nationwide blockage of food supply. The Ibadan Zonal Office of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has arrested 50 suspected internet fraudsters. The suspects were arrested at Alaro Shongo, Agbaje Ijokoro, and Apete Aladura areas of Ibadan, Oyo State, following intelligence on their alleged involvement in internet fraud. A statement by the head, Media and Publicity, Wilson Wujarin, said 34 of the suspects are already indicted by the investigation. Wujarin also said some items used in perpetrating the crime were recovered from them, adding that the suspects will be charged to court as soon as investigations are concluded. Coming up in a moment on our business news, NLNG firms signed deals to deliver 1.1 tons of gas yearly to domestic market. Details in a moment after this short break. Stay with us, please.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 600 billion, and the last kobo. Oh yes, we follow the money. It's all about the business and the business of business, the gains and the losses, the bulls and bears, the rise and falls, the risk and the satisfaction of seeing the last kobo rise to millions. On KUFM's Business News, the simple and complex jargons of business just make sense. Get the trending news on the morning market, forecast, investment opportunities, policy changes, and other breakout information on the ever-busy world of business. KU Business News, Monday to Friday on our news dawn, 6:30 to 7 a.m.
Welcome back. You're still on to News Dawn on 92.7 KUFM Benin City. Over now to business, where the nation's gas utilization on Tuesday received a major boost as the Nigeria LNG Limited signed sales and purchase agreements with 3 local companies to deliver 1.1 million tons of liquefied natural gas annually to the domestic market. This is even as stakeholders have concluded plans to conduct the groundbreaking of the nation's $12 billion LNG Train 7 project next week. However, the agreements with Asico Power Limited, Bridport Energy Limited, and Gas Plus Synergy Limited are expected to boost gas supply to power, industries, and domestic use. Speaking at the event in Abuja, the managing director of NLNG, Tony Atta, said the sales and purchase agreements will facilitate the project execution and development of infrastructure led by off-takers to aid LNG delivery into the domestic market. And that's it on business. Over now to sports, where Cameroon hold Nigeria in international friendly. More to come in our sports bulletin, which is into Itoro shortly. Stay with us, please.
Welcome to Sports News. The Nigerian Super Eagles were held to a 0-0 draw by the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon in their second international friendly match at the Stadium Vienna Nestor Vienna on Tuesday. The Indomitable Lions dominated the LA exchanges and nearly took the lead in the opening minutes, but Alex Iwobi cleared the ball off the line. At the other end, Iwobi threaded the ball through for Paulo Nacho, but the gang forward failed to direct the shot on target. Cameroon had a goal choked off for offside late in the first half as the Super Eagles struggled to gain a foothold on the game. Kelechi Iheanacho missed Nigeria's best chance of the game 30 minutes from time when he was sent through on goal by Iwobi, but the shot was saved by the goalkeeper. Same with the national team. 9-time African champions Nigeria have arrived in the United States of America for this year's summer series, a 4-nation tournament also involving host nation USA, Jamaica, and Portugal's women teams. A contingent of Nigeria-based technical crew and 9 home-based professionals flew aboard a Delta airline flights from Lagos to Atlanta and arrived in the capital of the state of Georgia on Tuesday morning. They were aboard another flight from Atlanta to Houston in the state of Texas hours after. According to a release by the Nigeria Football Federation Communications Department, the team's head coach, Randy Waldrum, an American, and a number of overseas-based players are expected to join up with the squad in Houston ahead of Nigeria's first match of the series against Jamaica at the BBVA Stadium this Thursday. 3 days later, the Super Falcons, one of only 7 teams to feature in every edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup finals since the competition was launched 30 years ago will tackle Portugal at the same BBVA arena. Their last match is against the USA squad, 4-time winners of the FIFA World Cup and 4-time winners of the Olympic football gold at the QT Stadium on 16 June. Matches will be played at the BBVA Stadium in Houston and the brand new $240 million QT Stadium in Austin, built by the newest club in the Major League Soccer, Austin FC. Both cities are the state of Texas, and the clash between the Super Falcons of Nigeria and the U.S. Women A team will be the first ever football match at the state-of-the-art Q2. And that's it here from our sports desk. Thanks for listening. I am Chijindu Itoro. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Chijindu, for those sports stories. And with those stories, we come to the end of our package this morning. But before we leave, a quick recap of the headlines. PDP reps walk out during plenary. Fire got Delta Federal Secretariat. Northern traders threaten to cut off food supply nationwide. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. Do not forget you can listen to us from anywhere in the world by visiting our website at www.kufm.net, or you can download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. We are also live on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria. KUFM News Dawn was produced by Nosahai Wadiai. I am Charles Oporum saying thanks for listening and good morning.
92.7 KUFM News. Concise, precise, balanced, unbiased.
We are live from Benin City to the world. This is 92.7 KUFM News Dawn.
This is Two-Face Idibia.
What's up, my people? It's your girl, Yemi Alade.
My name's Ilbliss, aka that Igbo boy.
Hit music. More music right here.
92.7 KUFM.
Won it! Oh my gosh! Guy, since I joined Biggie Bet, I've been cashing out steadily. You don't mean it! Look at you! Let me tell you, they offer bigger odds, 315% accumulator bonus, got one bonus, and you can even cash out anytime, whether in the shops or online. They also have the best virtual games and jackpots. You see? They even pay winnings instantly. Guy, choose bigger rewards. Visit www.biggiebet.com to claim your 120% welcome bonus now. Biggie Bet. Bigger reward, big.
92.7.
All the biggest hits.
This is Two-Face Idibia.
What's up, my people? It's your girl, Yemi Alade.
My name's Ilbliss, aka that Igbo boy.
Hit music. More music right here.
92.7 KUFM.
Please listen to the following information we have for you.
I welcome you to yet another beautiful program, Health Tips. I have with me in the studio Prince Omo Ebusele JP, the CEO of